joins us now with the latest.
Well, we are done with the rain in many spots, other than a few scattered showers which have popped up across eastern Mississippi and are now just starting to get across the state line. I want to point out, though, the counties you see highlighted in light green, that is where we still have flash flood warnings. The one for Jefferson as well as Shelby counties. Bibb County will last until 7:30, so we've got about another 40 minutes to go. But these are areas that really got hammered earlier with a copious amount of water. And we had the east side of the low pressure as it moved through the southeast, and that's where you have your best lift and everything gets squeezed together. And a lot of that water, it didn't take long for it to drop, and rainfall rates in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 inches per hour, which is just unheard of very often with a setup like this. But again, the counties through East Alabama you see highlighted, that is for flash flood warning, and that is until 9 o'clock in East Alabama. There are those few showers left over. Most of the severe threat never developed as we anticipated. But looking at our total rainfall over the past 12 hours, the heart of the heaviest rainfall has been across northern Shelby, southern Jefferson, and back into northern Bibb counties. As a matter of fact, in northern Bibb County, we've already had 7.3 inches of rain in the past 12 hours. That is a ton of water in a short amount of time. Here's a look at downtown Birmingham. You'll notice that the color bar here on our legend shows roughly 3, 4, 5, 6 inches in some spots, especially northwest Shelby County. Now, here are the accumulation totals around downtown Birmingham, or about Homewood, 2.7 inches, 2.5 inches in Birmingham, 3 inches near Hoover, over by the Galleria, Vestavia Hills, Highway 31, that corridor there. This is what it looks like around Indian Springs, 3.5 to 4 inches, but this was in a very short amount of time. That's why we're having such a huge onslaught of water through some of the creeks and streams through northern Shelby County. 6 inches of rain in Alabaster. And I want to emphasize, one, we can't let kids get near this water. It is boiling. What I mean by that is a very strong current. The water is rolling. It is a mess. And also, on top of that, this is not clean water. It is contaminated water, and I mean the contamination in the sense that anything that might have been floating along, we've seen debris already floating through some of the water around King Mobile Home Park on Highway 119. That just lets you know anything and everything, whether it's a septic tank, whatever it is, you've got to keep in mind this water is not good to be out in for very long. And here's a look at our Shelby County shot. This is a King Mobile Home and right off of Highway 119. But I mean, you're getting everything to float through this. So if you can, avoid being in the water as much as possible. And certainly as you get done with being in the water, if you have to do that, certainly make sure you wash off your boots as well as yourself, and try to get a little bit of antibacterial on you, because I know for our folks in the field, this is something I warned them about when out storm chasing on a number of occasions. But there is some of the trash and debris now, so certainly it is going to be a mess for a couple of more hours, but it will start to subside. Let's go back out to our forecast data. Through the morning, not a whole lot in the way of rain, but the low will actually lift well to the north, and we'll have a weak boundary move through East Alabama. So that's why I can't rule out a few passing showers, at least until lunch, maybe 1 o'clock. By 5 o'clock, we could see a few peeks at the sun. That would be great. We could use a lot of drying, but unfortunately, it's not going to last long. Next wave of rain in here by tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock, a solid band of heavy rain, but this will be a different scenario. We will have a cold front passing through. The actual low pressure associated with the cold front tomorrow will be to the north of us, so we won't have all of the grinding and twisting and turning of the atmosphere right by that low pressure like we did this morning. That's what helps to really give us a high rainfall rate per hour. Again, 2 to 3 inches. It's just not something you get to see very often. Our forecast Wednesday, looking good. The rain moves out very early, and then we're back into some sunshine by the afternoon. So today the rain is wrapping up. We are going to continue to warm gradually into the upper 60s, maybe a few low 70s before all is said and done. And here's your extended forecast. After tomorrow night's rain into early Wednesday, it does get better. So hang on. We are going to dry out starting Wednesday. Thursday looks fantastic. 72, plenty of sunshine. Friday, 75 with sunshine. And into the weekend, at this point, I just don't see enough in the way of any activity developing to our west or southwest to bring us rain. So overall, I've got us a pretty good forecast shaping up for Saturday and Sunday with highs into the mid and upper 70s. And I can assure you, I'm just like you, as all of us are. With our kids trying to play sports, fields are soaked, and you're trying to get some garden work done. It is going to be very soggy in many spots, so keep that in mind as you head out the door a little bit later into the day today. And we will start to see some of these floodwaters subside here in the next couple of hours. But just keep in mind, we can't have the kids near that water. Let's keep them away from that, guys.